Are you ready to go live?
I already did.
Oh,
we are live.
I see it
I
now.
already did. Don't push
He
me.
built this computer to play video games, and so it works great for that. It still works perfectly for all of that. But anytime I try to do stuff for Dad or I try to stream, anything that's my work, basically, it just kind of.
I would think that
That's odd because if something built with that kind of for video games is going to have a high graphics card and
I would think.
processor, and it should be okay.
It does.
Accelerated. Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming you have a lot of memory, a lot of RAM, and
yeah, I think so. But I don't know. It needs work anyways because he was complaining about his video games a little bit ago. So it's all outdated because that's how technology works.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This episode of Tech Talk brought to you by.
You'll see why. You'll see why, guys.
Tech Talk with Tabby.
It's gonna be a roller coaster.
We should do Tech Talk with Tabby. That would be a fun segment where somebody calls in and asks her this question and she goes, I don't really know. I don't know how this works.
You could Google that.
You'd be surprised what I do know.
Oh, that reminds me. We need to do the robot segment.
The robot that is like uncertain.
Yes, the uncertain robot segment. Yep. At some point,
we need to. I've got so many notes that, believe it or not, I've got so many notes that I
just saying some crazy echo.
Hey.
Who is the echo one?
Somebody, but wait, if you put him in the stream, it's gonna knock our sound check banner away, and then we're all gonna be visible.
Ooh.
I'll stop picking my nose.
Wait,
everyone is echoing.
Hang on, I can do a workaround. If I do this,
you're gonna put something up over the top of it.
Now I'm gonna bring JT in. Everybody, cross your fingers. Okay.
So they're saying
something happened on the screen, though.
Okay, wait. Let me mute me and see if I'm still
now it's back to full screen.
What are you doing here, JT?
I can't believe it. I'm under the wire. We didn't have any traffic problems today. I've never had no traffic problems coming from Indianapolis.
Watch your mouth.
I did.
That's fantastic. I actually had a traffic incident on the way home in Kokomo.
Uh-oh.
A guy in a red truck followed me home from your house, Peaches, this afternoon, so he could cuss at me.
Really?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. He asked me if he pulled up next to me, asked me if my car had signals. I said, yes, it does. He goes, well, you ought to use them, and you ought to buy a effing American car. And then he drove off.
Wow.
Well,
there's the song for next week.
Now that's some good Hoosier hospitality.
Buy an effing American car.
There's next week's song.
It's called Hoosier Hospitality.
There you go.
Ironically, he was like tailgating me and running up on me and everything, and then his complaint was that I didn't use my turn signal while he's like crossing double yellow lines and everything.
Oh wow.
He's running stop signs.
He was.
We should have asked him if he's ever heard of irony.
Yeah. I didn't want to do the show tonight with a bullet wound.
Yeah.
I had a guy follow me the entire way to my friend's church once. I was going there for her wedding, so I was in it. And I was like, man, this guy keeps following me like at every turn. And I was like, that has to be just a crazy coincidence, right? Getting weirded out by it a little bit. And then he follows me into the church parking lot. No, he gets out and he hands me my phone. Because apparently I had left it on top of the car. And like took a turn and it slid off. And he grabbed it off the side of the road and followed me to my destination and returned my phone to me. I felt kind of bad after that.
I'm just happy to be here.
Are we still echoing?
Yeah, I didn't hear a word of that last
No, he said the echo's gone.
Oh, echo gone. I see it now.
Echo gone.
Echo gone. It's probably Tabby. It's Tabby.
Alright, I'm gonna go backstage.
She's going backstage because she's embarrassed.
For the best.
Let's have it, Brian.
Hello.
Let's have it.
The
The point, yes.
there's absolutely no chance that we're going to get through tonight's show without technical difficulties. But welcome, and thanks for joining us. We're looking forward. We're going to do the show anyway, right? Because because we enjoy it. Look, there goes Tabby.
And there it is. If you had 5 minutes and 18 seconds in the pool, you win.
The irony here is that Tabby's using like a $40 million digital camera that she bought. So it's like it's probably that camera costs more than my car.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Is it one of those black magic
Yeah.
ones or red or?
Yeah, the Black Magic cameras are really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind it is.
Does
I don't know
a
what's
camera have blinkers? Directional. Because maybe she should use them.
maybe she
American?
should use them.
Is it an American
Buy an
camera?
American car. It was surreal. I wasn't expecting because he was just like tailgating me, and at one time he got over into the left into the turn lane at a stoplight, and then when I went forward, the light turned green, and I went forward, and he cut out of the lane and got behind me, and I was like, "What's going on with this guy?"
Wow.
And then he was really, really mad.
Well, apparently he has a lot of important things to do today.
Apparently so.
To be bothered by, he follow you home because you didn't use a directional.
That's what I hoped. I actually hoped that he drove like 10 miles out of his way to do that. Because,
I hope you're late for a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, because gas is like $5 a gallon, so it probably cost him $30 to yell at me. And,
There's the karma.
yeah.
It'll come back.
Well, everybody, we were not expecting JT to be with us tonight, so
I wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah, we got all set up to do everything with the video, and now we don't have to.
Yeah. Live is better. Live is better. Better. Sorry, Brian.
Better. It's always better.
Live is
better.
Speaking of that,
Wicked
am I
better.
still echoey?
It's
Because
not
if that's-
echoing. I don't hear it.
I don't
Okay.
hear your echo.
Because if that starts happening, I'm about to just call this whole setup quits, and I'll grab my phone and jump back in.
Okay.
What a great
Because
phrase.
this is what we're going to deal with all night, ladies and gents. All night.
It's a little game we like to call freeze frame.
That little game we like to call freeze tab. Oh, that's so great. We can hear you fine. And I like the little freezing thing. It's like a movie effect, where like the scene freezes, and then it moves to something else. That's like Tabby's camera.
I was telling Dad, I was like, I want to get a camera set up because if I'm going to do what I plan on doing, I was like, I think it diminishes as if you can't see my face. And so I spent a lot of time trying to get this whole setup to work, and this is the best we get. So I was like, well,
Something's weird. There's some sort of a caching issue or something, because it goes for a while and then it freezes, and it goes for a while and freezes, and so I'll look at it. I'll take a look at it.
yeah, it just can't keep up with how
I'm an expert in
awesome
it.
my camera is.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, we
Just
have a
kick
huge
everybody
show.
else off the internet at your house.
That might help.
Yes, no Wi-Fi for anybody. I'm assuming you're wired connection.
Oh yeah,
Okay, just kick everybody else off.
yeah. I don't know. It should be, again, we've been talking tech, so I'll stop. But it should be working better than this. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just every 5 seconds, just make a goofy face, and when it freezes that way, then make.
There you go.
So close.
Oh, that's too great. We have a great show. It's a gigantic show tonight planned. Even it's going to be fraught with technical difficulties.
I can't imagine how gigantic it is.
You won't have to imagine, because I'm going to show you. I'm going
Great.
to illustrate it. Well, JT, if a typical show is represented by this woolly mammoth, then tonight's show looks a little something like this.
What? Is that the biggest potato in the world?
It is, that's Robertson, Australia. It's in New South Wales, so it's in Australia. And it is the home of the big potato. Do you want to guess why they call themselves the home of the big potato? Would you like to guess?
Because of that picture?
Because of that big potato right there.
Okay.
It's made out of concrete, so it's not actually a potato. There's not a lot of excitement in the sleepy town of Robertson, New South Wales. So the farmers, bored and restless one day, got together. I'm reading this from the news story. Decided that they should build a giant concrete potato.
What the heck just popped in the
Yeah.
Facebook chat? Did you see that?
Yep. That's
No.
funny.
You
Yeah, don't click that.
don't click whatever just says John Branyan posted on
Supporting our
Facebook.
local communities is essential. We wish to gift the community today with Bitcoin,
40
with 40
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
It's
What
the
would
guy
40
who followed me
Bitcoin
today.
be?
What's that like?
40.
What is it at? $40,000 now? So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
1.6 million, something like that.
right. We would like to
Wow.
share
Okay, I deleted
1.6
it.
million.
And I'm feeling like I might need to go to Facebook real quick.
I've already reported.
Yeah.
I've already reported that account once, and apparently it's back, or it's a different one.
You think it's the
but
guy
yeah,
who followed you home today? Maybe he.
It's
That's right.
This is what you get for not using your signals, pal. I'm gonna sell bogus bitcoins to.
Hack ya.
Yeah. All right. Well, the big potato is off. We're not going to talk about that anymore. But before we go any further, JT, now that you're here, we got to give a shout out to our clickers.
Yes, we do. I'm going to try to do it with a Boston accent. Okay,
I
Brian?
know.
You can correct me later. Clickers are great. They're super amazingly great. Athletic and fun, but smart. They're beautiful fake work of art. Clickers are great. They're pisser and perfectly great. Without them, we'd be Dolphins fans and drift to the abyss. Wicked clickers, we blow you a kiss. People call it Coke and some like Brenda Fricker. We love them both, but most of all, we're crazy for the click.
This week, our clickers, in no particular order, are RJ,
RJ Osman.
Ghost man.
and of course, Mel
Beckham.
Beckman. Yeah, if you would like to become a member of our comedy clique, we would love to have you. We are on pins and needles waiting for you to get here. You can go to johnbranyan.com. You can sign up, join our merry band. We do all kinds of fun things. We have a Telegram group that is always active. And we have the Effort Party. The Effort Party comes immediately after this show. We get together, we make notes about future shows that I lose on to drop them on the floor, and I drop them underneath my computer, and then Brian reminds me of them, or JT reminds me of them later on, and then we do them. We also have game night, which I'm going to start again really soon. We're going to have another game night, and that'll be for clickers only. So much fun, and your support is what makes the show possible, because we don't have any other way to support ourselves. All of this stuff costs money. It's been a while since we put the chicken up. The chicken and donation duck is how all of this got started. You know, everything costs money. That's the whole thing. And this streaming isn't free. That chicken, right? And chicken right there requires, and so does the duck. Requires software. That stuff ain't free, you guys. It's got to be created and maintained. So
Better video quality.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's Subsloth. He's not free either, but you can subscribe on our YouTube channel, and then you'll get notified when we go live. And I think most of you are probably already doing that. But if you're not, what is wrong with you? What do we have to do? Beg?
Grovel.
All right. Grovel? We will. Okay. The song this week it was inspired by last week's Bostonian
Yes, it was.
language. And one of the things that Brian asked us about was, I don't remember how you asked us. What do you call the ripples in the road?
Yeah, I asked if you had them because I didn't know if that. I assumed everybody had them anywhere where it's cold, but
Where it's
it
cold and
didn't
it
sound
won't-
like it. Yeah, it didn't sound like it was. It wasn't. They weren't called that.
They're not called that, right?
Nope.
But they're called frost heaves in Boston.
Yes.
And JT was inspired to write this song based on frost heaves.
All right. Here we go.
Is our producer ready? Are you ready with the lyrics? She's not ready yet, so hang on a second.
Okay,
Just
I can-
vamp a little bit.
I can vamp all day long.
Hey, you kids out there, let me tell you a little story about Santa. What happens during the winter? to your car. You know, we always get out there, cold weather. I don't know if we're ready yet or not with the lyrics, but I'm going to pass it over to my good friend with JT Oaks.
All right. Frost Heaves the snowman, he'll arrive in your zip code. When the snow comes down in Boston town, he'll be buckling up your road. Frost Heaves the snowman, when it's cold he never quits. In the icy sleet, tearing up your street, breaking blacktop into bits. He doesn't like the pavement, so he wrecks the avenues. Now I've got 4 flat tires and it's giving me the blues. Oh, Frost Heaves the snowman will destroy your thoroughfare. Better sell your car cause you won't get far unless you're a millionaire. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump. My rims are getting bent. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump. He makes craters in cement. Frost Heaves the snowman, wrecking roads and having fun. Cause he works up there in the freezing air, so he doesn't mind the sun. Down all the highways with destruction as his goal. It'll make you sad, but he'll be so glad when your car falls in a hole. You can't escape the mammoth gaping holes he leaves behind. And it won't take very long until you lose your freaking mind. Oh, Frost Heaves rejoices in the ruin he bestows. He'll take a break when it's warm, but true to form, he'll be back next time it snows. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bump. Please, Frost Heaves, make a truce. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump. My feelings just came loose.
That bumpity 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 bump gets
Kills me. Yep, kills me.
All right. Frost Heaves the snowman is going to be a new holiday perennial.
That's I like it. That was good. That killed me the first time you did when you sent the video, because we didn't think you were going to be here.
Yeah.
The bumpity bump I absolutely lost it. Just so good.
See, I didn't see the video. I just saw the lyrics, and so I was singing it like Frosty the Snowman, and so that was the first time I've experienced bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump.
That's exactly what it would be like, though, right? I mean, that's what I was picturing.
Absolutely. And you even had the accent. You even got the accent
really?
pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. There are a couple of New York R's in there, but that's all right.
Yeah, I struggle with that because I can do New York better than Boston.
Yeah,
I think it slips in every now and then.
But it wasn't bad. It was
okay.
pretty. It was a pretty good representation. So
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Dad.
Okay. It's like that's the third time already that I've frozen since we've started broadcasting. So it's
That's
not
probably my fault too.
Well, that's what Frost Heaves does. He comes in and it's cold and makes you freeze and
not going to be
disrupts
good.
things.
Yep.
Not going to be good. I'm late too, Stefan. So don't worry about it. All right, we've got Tabby on tonight because
Hey, Tabby.
Hi. Oh, I froze.
one of our favorite segments from Tabby has been embarrassing stories with Tabby. She has a lot of them, and so we asked her to come on this week and share another embarrassing story so that we can all laugh at her expense. And so that's what she's going to do.
That's great.
Okay. I'll just jump into it.
Okay.
So for those of you who aren't in the Telegram group, this should be news to you. But if you're in the Telegram group, actually 2 of them happened in that group. So you need to become a clicker so that you can also watch me bomb in real time.
Oh, I need. Okay, go ahead.
You want me to start with those ones?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna.
Because it was brought to my attention again. So in Telegram, I'm typing away, and people are going back and forth, and I don't remember what it was, but it was a discussion, and it wasn't heated, but it was like a theological discussion. It was something that was kind of serious, and so we're going back and I'm typing quickly, And what you need to know about my phone is that the comma button is right next to my phone's personal GIF button. And so very, very often I accidentally hit the GIF button and it brings up like all my recently used GIFs, which can be a problem. And so I'm typing in the Telegram group and I'm going really quickly and I try to hit the comma and my mind is still working and my fingers are moving of their own accord. And so I hit the GIF button on accident and I hit my most recent GIF and immediately hit send. And I tagged somebody in that post and up pops this dancing penguin who's like doing one of these dances and you're not gonna be able to see it because it's frozen, but I'll keep doing it for a second. He's like doing
go
this,
now, go. Yeah, okay.
he's like doing this dance. And it says, swiggity swooty, gimme dat booty. And it pops up on the screen, and I literally went, oh no! And I'm like tapping on it, and I'm trying to delete it, and I get through the process, and it deletes off my phone. And I'm like, oh, whew, that was a close one. That would have been really embarrassing. 2 days go by. 2 days. And I get to Mandy's house and I'm like, oh, Mandy, did you see that penguin? Oh, that was so embarrassing. I'm so glad I deleted it. And Mandy goes, it's still there. I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah, you didn't delete it. I said, yes, I did. It's not on my phone. What do you mean it's not deleted? She pulls up her phone. There's the penguin doing his dance, doing the swiggity swoosh. And I'm like, no! And I like collapse onto her table, and I'm like, oh, why? I thought it was gone. Why? And it turns out that button only deletes it for you and not for everybody else, which is a dumb feature.
No.
Isn't that handy?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, on the bright side, it could have been a lot worse because that was something I mean.
Yeah.
I usually send gifts to my husband. I was like, that could have been a lot worse. And the same thing, along the same lines, I had also tagged in another theological discussion. I had done the same thing, was typing too fast, and had tagged a woman, and I'm waiting for my face to come back, who was doing this. And I tagged a guy in that too.
I remember that too.
And it was the same thing where I was like, oh no. I also think I sent one to Ray Bates. I don't know, Ray, if you remember this. I'm pretty sure I sent one to you and just told you to ignore it. I was like, sorry, I do that all the time. Ignore it.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was so bad. I need to find a picture of that penguin.
It cracked me up. I laughed for days because it's like, because I didn't know why you sent it. It's like, what does this even mean? Why is she sending this?
Didn't mean to.
Great.
All right. And then I had one more that I was remembering. See, I can't even show you because it's off my phone. Somebody else will have to pull up the penguin. I was remembering one more as we were talking about the penguin, about a time I was in high school and it was after school. And so nobody was around. I was like walking the halls. And in my high school, we had, everything was like a square. It was built like a square. And so there's, there's like 4 big hallways and then cross sections. And so we had the doors propped open and I'm walking towards one of these doors and it's propped open. And so I'm assuming that the reflection I'm seeing is down this other hallway. So like I'm walking this way, I'm thinking I'm looking into a hallway going this way. So as I'm approaching this door, I'm looking into the window and I'm thinking to myself, wow, there's a girl down that hallway that looks a lot like me. Because I'm really far away. And so I'm like, wow, like she kind of looks like me. And I'm getting closer and I'm getting closer. And I'm like, wow, she looks a lot like me. And I'm thinking like, I have to talk to this chick. Like I have to go and tell her how much we look alike. I get a little closer and a little closer until I realize I've been staring at my own reflection for about 50 feet. So I get closer and I'm like, oh, it's me. That's why she looks a lot like me. That's my reflection.
That's why she's wearing exactly the same outfit as me.
There
There it is.
There he is.
You guys remember that from the Telegram group?
Well, at least you
Remember
didn't
that?
go try to hug the other girl. That's
I
important.
was going to. If I had gotten closer to her, I was about to just right into the door. I was like, wow, we're even wearing like the same colors. And then I was like, oh man, that's me.
That's totally me.
That's myself. We do look a lot alike. Me and me.
So great. Embarrassing stories with Tabby. There's more.
I'm sure there's more.
There's more.
There's always more.
There's
great.
always more where that came from. All right. We had a request at the effort party a couple weeks ago to do another round of conspiracy theory Jeopardy.
Yay!
So I have done that. And it just occurred to me. It just occurred to me that I didn't make any sort of a thing to let you know, which there's no slides for conspiracy theory Jeopardy. That was what was just occurring to me, that I don't have any, I didn't make anything to show you what the categories are, so I'm just gonna have to tell you what they are.
Oh.
And you can write them down. That'll be,
I know there's going to be
this is
homework.
low tech. Here's one of the things that I'm going to do is for our next conspiracy theory Jeopardy, I'm going to work on an actual web page that you'll be able to click stuff and make them flip around. It's going to be really cool, really high tech, and it probably won't work. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So the categories are toxic air. So toxic air is one. 5G cell towers. The moon landing hoax.
Oh boy.
On that planet.
Subliminal advertising. And Snapple. Snapple, you say? There's no conspiracies. Oh, I beg to differ. All right. So those are the five categories: toxic air, 5G cell towers, moon landing hoax, subliminal advertising, and Snapple. Now, the point system will be 1 point for every correct answer. The audience is invited to play along. We will monitor that as best we can. Understand that there's a delay and all sorts of technical issues, and so you're probably going to get ripped off. You're probably going to buzz in, and it's not going to work.
It's conspiracy theory that you're not going to
Right.
not going to get the answer
Well,
correct.
Jeff had a conspiracy theory that the guy in the red truck is messing up the show tonight, and that may be correct. So JT, since I'm super happy that you are here tonight, you get to go first.
All right.
So you pick a category, and I'll ask the question.
I'll pick moon landing.
Moon landing hoax, JT.
Yes, the moon landing hoax.
Okay. Now remember, this is Jeopardy, so your answer is in the form of a question.
Okay.
All right. So this is
Ready.
the answer, and you have to ask the question.
Okay.
The fluttering flag is proven to be a hoax because this isn't something that you can find on the moon.
Buzz. Is that what we're supposed to do? Say buzz.
Yeah, you can say Buzz.
All right.
Yes, Tabby.
Air.
Mm.
What is air? Oh, I'm supposed to answer the question.
JT,
I think Brian had his hand up first. Go ahead,
what
Brian.
were you going to say,
That's it.
Brian?
I was going to say, what is a jet stream?
Well, that's true, but that's not the. Yeah, JT.
What is an atmosphere?
Atmosphere. Actually, Jeff Lane has the correct answer, and so does Joseph. So wind,
What is wind?
or breeze is what we were looking for.
Okay.
How is that not air?
Well, it is air, but it's not moving. The flag doesn't flutter in the air; it flutters in the wind. In the breeze. This is for real, Tabby. We're not just going to give you points. So that one goes to the audience.
Yay, audience.
Yeah. So good for the audience. All right. So the audience was it's going to be difficult to get them to pick. So JT, you can pick the next category.
I will pick Snapple.
Yeah, there we go.
Snapple. Okay.
Snapple.
Get ready with those buzzers. All right. This out-of-place letter on the label suggested something sinister was behind the tea manufacturer. This out-of-place letter on the label suggested something sinister was behind the tea manufacturer. Yes, Brian.
That's my buzzer. What is A?
What did you say?
What is A?
No, that is not correct. JT.
What is K?
That is correct. That is correct. The letter K. How did you know? Never mind. You don't have to explain how you knew that.
One time in New York. I was on a subway with a Snapple manufacturer.
Right.
And a guy pulled it out of his...
He's got right next to me. Is it because the K is means kosher? Is that what it turned out to be?
That is what it means. That
Okay.
is what it means. Yes. But don't get ahead. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right, JT. That's 1 point for JT. So I have to give you a point. I have to remember to keep track of the score. That's super important. Oh, I have to add JT because I didn't think he was even going to be here.
Oh, I'll take his points.
Yeah, you don't have to add them.
Yeah,
I already added
just
him.
put him in my category.
I already added him.
You can have
All right,
them,
JT. Another category.
Let's do subliminal ads.
Subliminal ads.
Yes.
All right. This rock band was sued for $6 million by the families of suicide victims for subliminal messaging in their song Better By You, Better Than Me.
Who is AC/DC?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Oh, I want to go. Aruga. Who is Black Sabbath?
No. Not Black Sabbath. You guys, you're in the right ballpark. Yeah.
Who
JT.
is Slayer?
Nope.
No.
It's not Slayer. It's not Metallica. It's not Twisted Sister. It's not Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper's what everybody guesses immediately all the time now. It's like it's always the first guess.
You said classic rock?
It's not Twisted Sister. No, it's a rock band. There you go. Russ is right.
Oh, Judas Priest.
Oh, wow.
Russ is right. It's Judas
Oh, that's
Priest.
right. They did get sued.
Did they win?
I just remember. I always remember Ozzy getting. That's why I was thinking Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's the audience, man. They're coming on strong.
So did
I
they
was thinking-
lose? Did they lose the lawsuit?
I don't think.
No.
Tune in next week to find out the answer.
I don't think.
I don't think.
I was going to ask him, rock from which decade? Are we
Yeah.
sure?
Oh, yeah.
I think they. I don't.
Temptations?
I don't think the band got charged. Yeah, I don't think the band lost. I don't think you can do that
Yeah.
because I know they did the same thing with Ozzy Osbourne in his song "Suicide Solution."
Yeah.
But if you played it backwards, and it was like mow the lawn, take out the trash.
Respect your elders.
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
father and mother. Yeah.
Be a good person.
So they won that lawsuit.
The lawsuit was actually thrown out.
Yeah. It may not have been today.
Well, because this is conspiracy theory
Right.
Jeopardy, and so they threw it out because they didn't think that there was a case
Right.
to be made. 'Cause imagine what would happen if you could sue rock bands for every crazy thing that somebody did and claim that listening to the music made them do that. I mean, just imagine
Uh-huh.
the can of worms that would open up.
Yep.
Like, look at this tattoo I got. This is your fault. All right. The audience. So, Brian, why don't you go ahead and pick the next category?
All right, I'll go with 5G cell towers for 1 unit of point scoring.
Point unit.
Pointage.
Pointage. Okay. The virus that the government wants you to believe was not caused by 5G cell networks.
Aruga.
Virus. Yes.
What is coronavirus?
That's exactly right.
Ugh.
COVID-19.
Wow. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But we know better.
Yeah.
See, I keep forgetting this is conspiracy, and I was like, what? What virus is causing my body to go down? I'm bad at this.
The audience was all over that one too.
Yeah.
So
I downloaded it onto my phone, so my phone has coronavirus.
the coronavirus.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That was also a song by Judas Priest.
Yes. The knack, my coronavirus.
Yeah, but there was a lot of people. And the government tried to cover it up. And there's a lot of people that thought that 5G towers were spreading the coronavirus, and the government said no, 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 no. And we're like, okay, sure.
No, it's our camera birds.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, you can pick another category.
Let's try a new category. Let's go with toxic air for one pointage.
Toxic air for 1 point unit. The long white lines of toxic chemicals behind aircraft.
Ooh.
Beep.
Yes, JT.
What is ammonia?
Nope.
What is methane?
No. We're looking for what they're called, not what it's made of.
Oh, I gotcha.
The long white trails, but the audience is all over this one, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
All over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like unanimously, like as a choir, the audience called out.
Do we have a bunch of conspiracy theorists in the audience? Is that what's going on? Is that what this is proving?
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know what it says about our audience.
So you're telling me the long white trails of chemicals are called chemtrails? Okay.
Right.
Do they use that in skywriting?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought skywriting was an actual powder.
Okay, the audience got that one, so Tabby, why don't you pick the next category?
I don't remember them, so let's do Snapple
Snapple.
for
She
the amount
remembers-
that's maximum.
She remembers Snapple. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, JT's already answered this question, so I got to skip to the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The imagery from the Boston Tea Party on the label contains this villainous seafaring vessel. Yes.
Oh, vessel? Oh no.
Vessel with a V.
The Black Pearl.
No.
Dang.
Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We're not looking for a name of a specific ship. It's a villainous type of seafaring vessel. Yeah.
A Clipper.
No.
Could be in a question.
Pirate ship.
No. But you're in the right. It's a type of ship, not the name of a ship, but a type of a ship. Yes.
Rowboat.
No, it's a conspiracy. Yes.
What is a galleon?
Again, no. Santa Maria ghost ship. U-boats. Have you ever seen a label on Snapple? You ever seen it?
That was the Mayflower.
Mayflower.
Was so villainous.
Julius said a privateer. That's close, but that's not right.
What is a battleship?
The Titanic? No, not a battleship. It's a picture of the Boston Tea Party, you guys. There's no battleships and U-boats in the Boston Tea Party.
What is a royal ship from England?
From the 1800s.
Did John Knox get it right?
1700s.
I think
that
John
has-
Knox got it.
With taxation.
Man
and
of
stuff.
War is not correct.
Oh.
You guys are still
I don't know any ships.
so great.
Schooner.
What is a canoe?
Sloop.
What is a canoe?
Nobody's ever seen a Snapple label.
What's the one where the two people sit in and they have to use their feet to pedal it? That one.
Paddle boat.
Paddle boat. What is a paddle boat?
Paddle boat. I wish I would have brought up a
In
label.
the shape of a swan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a ship. It's the Boston Tea Party, and the conspiracy is that it is a slave ship.
Oh.
The conspiracy theory is that it shows a slave ship on the bottle.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
so
not a type of ship.
a slave ship is certainly a type of ship.
It's
And
any
Boba Fett's
ship
in it,
that slaves
right?
are
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's the one Boba Fett.
That's right.
is it?
Slave one.
Yeah, Slave One.
Yeah.
So privateer is the right idea, but a privateer is actually, that's not necessarily a slave ship. It's a private ship. And you can, so whatever. A slave ship, yes, that's correct. John Knox, a slave ship. But
What
I
if
feel
you
like
had a slave on a privateer?
you
Well, it's a
can do
private
that.
slave ship.
It's a private slave ship. And there were privateers who carried slaves. But anyway, but remember, this is conspiracy theory Jeopardy. So there's going to be something villainous. There's nothing villainous about, a sloop. But a slave ship, villainous. Okay. So that goes to nobody. But don't be dejected and don't feel bad. You guys are all doing great. All right, JT, pick a category.
Let's go with the moon landing, please.
Well, since you said please, okay. Obviously, the moon landing was staged because these all point in different directions. Obviously, the moon landing was staged. These all point in different directions.
What
Tabby.
is a compass?
No.
Okay.
What are lights?
No. You're close.
Oh, what are
Yes.
shadows?
That's correct, Tabby.
Oh.
And Doctor had it too. Doctor, I don't know if he had it before Tabby did. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
And Joseph had it too.
Should I move out of the comments so it doesn't look like I'm cheating then?
No, I mean if you say
Nah, cheat away.
cheat away. I'm gonna give
Actually-
that. I'm gonna
actually
give
had a
that to
friend in
Tabby
high
because she
school.
doesn't have any yet.
I had a friend in high school who legitimately thought the moon landing was faked, and so I actually remember him talking about the shadows. I will know none of the rest.
Yeah, and they've got pictures that they put up, and yeah, that's true. Lights would also be correct because the light is coming from different places. So
Give Brian a point too.
You can't
you
have a
want me to
shadow
give one to
without a
Brian?
light.
Okay,
Oh,
Can't have a
giving-
shadow without a light.
that's right.
I'm giving Tabby. I'm taking Tabby's advice and giving Brian a point too. See how we play this
Yay.
game?
Aw.
See how nice we are. Okay. So let's see. Tabby got that, so you get to pick a next category.
Hooray! Snapple. For 1 point.
It's the only one she remembers. Okay. The suspicious symbolism on the iced tea label caused many people to conclude that Snapple was owned by this organization. Suspicious symbolism on the iced tea label caused many people to conclude Snapple was owned.
What is
by
the
this
Illuminati?
No, that's a good guess, but that's not right. Yes.
Freemasons. What is the Freemasons?
No.
What
Yes.
is the League of Villains?
No. Yes.
What is the EIB network?
No. Eric has it. Eric actually has it. Eric and Trika. There it is.
That makes sense.
Right.
Oh.
Because remember the K
Yeah.
on the label from earlier? Yep.
Obviously.
So that one goes to the audience, you guys.
Audience is doing
They're
good.
going to be tough to beat. Let me give an update on the score here, if my score thing is working. Yeah, the audience has 4, and Brian has 2, and Tabby has 1, and I think JT has 1.
Yeah.
Yes, JT has 1. And that's it. And then you guys didn't get 1, so. Okay. Let's see. JT, pick a category.
Subliminal ads.
Yes, I was just projecting that in my mind.
He was subliminal messages.
Yes, exactly.
Okie dokie. Vance Packard's book, The Hidden Persuaders, claimed that subliminal messages increased the sales of this product in movie theaters by 57%.
What is Coca-Cola?
Wow.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed like he knew that one.
Did you read that book?
No, but I've heard that before.
Have you drank 57% more Coke in the movie theater?
No, but he's bought more Coke.
Yes, I have. I go in and I come out with like a big tub, 55-gallon drum of Coke, and it's just.
I get home, I wake up and it's next to the bed, and it's like, I don't remember how this got here.
That's right.
Where'd this tub of soda come from?
And then a shipment, so just a giant shipyard crate comes out.
Yep. Coca-Cola, and what you know what the other item was?
I would say would it be popcorn?
Yeah. Coca-Cola and popcorn.
Yeah.
Or
they used to do like supposedly there was like a millisecond or whatever slice edit in the reel in the film.
A single frame.
Yeah.
You put a single frame in and you can't see it, but it's supposedly it does. It absolutely gets in subliminally and causes you to buy soda against your will. So, okay, great job, Brian. You can pick the next category.
Let's keep it going. Let's go with the subliminal ads for 1 point.
So you're doing so well with it. Okay. This presidential candidate complained that his opponent's political ad subliminally planted the word rats when his face was on the screen. Presidential candidate claimed that his opponent political ad subliminally planted the word rats when his face was on the screen. So we're looking for the guy who claimed that.
Well, it's probably someone who lost. So,
Who is Al Gore?
How did you know that?
Did I get that right?
Yes.
He's the only guy I know that's lost in a while.
Your reasoning was Brian said it's probably a guy who lost, and you went, who's lost? What do you mean he's the only guy who's lost in a while? There's been one loser in every election.
I mean, like I either know who lost, or he's the first person I can remember who's lost.
He's the only one who's lost.
Like, I would have known if it was something Hillary had said, and then I was like, and I can't remember who's been the opponent in the last 16 years.
Well, that's a good guess. But remember, the subliminal message stuff was a while ago. It's not a current thing. You know, the government has convinced enough people that it's not a real thing, that it's kind of fallen out of style. But yeah, Al Gore's right. There was and if you look at the George Bush ad, you can go and look it up on YouTube. The end of the ad, it says it makes the words Democrats, but there is a brief second where it's just rats, and then the demo comes in, and it comes in. And if you're looking for it, then you go, oh yeah, it's there. But if you're not looking for it, then you wouldn't even think anything about it.
Okay, but wait a minute. Aren't most political ads blatant slander? Yeah. Why are we so concerned about it?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like, isn't he saying all this horrible stuff about Al Gore? And he's like, you know what was really awful? It said rats when my name came up.
That's why the subliminal thing was such a conspiracy and such a scandal, because if there was truth to it, if you could literally make somebody not vote for a guy by subliminally planting a message in their head, then you would call foul.
That's what did
if you
it.
lost.
Not the blatant not the blatant trash talking.
That's great.
Yeah, you just don't care because you didn't vote for him.
Well, I don't. How old was I? 4.
Let's see, what year was that?
I don't know.
2000.
2000, right?
2000.
Yeah, I was like 5.
Yeah, she was 5. Yeah,
that would have been illegal.
Okay, well, Tabby, you get to pick the next category after that astounding answer.
I'm gonna go with Snapple.
Okay. Sadly, this is the last question in Snapple. So,
I'm going to need to learn a new one.
you're going to have to learn a new category after this. All right. Last question in Snapple. Snapple was alleged to have ties to this pro-life organization.
What is the Catholic Church?
No. It's a good guess.
What is Operation Rescue?
Yes.
Oh,
How,
wow.
Did you know that?
No, that's just the next one that popped in my head. They're the only ones that have lost in a while.
The only ones that lost ever.
They've never, the only ones that have ever lost. Right to Life, that's a good guess, but it's Operation Rescue. Yeah, and so that's, I thought was kind of fun that they were accused of being owned by the KKK. They were accused of being connected to, of promoting slave ships. And they were also supposedly connected to Operation Rescue. And so Snapple actually had to release a statement. They had to take out full-page ads in like USA Today and major newspapers and stuff, basically saying we are not owned by the KKK, we do not, advocate slavery, and we are not affiliated with Operation Rescue. They had to denounce all of that.
Golly.
Also, the American public is really dumb.
Because
That was at the bottom. But here, try our new flavor.
Also,
Drink-
y'all dumb.
Drink Snapple, it makes you smarter.
New flavor. All y'all dumb.
Oh, y'all dumb.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
it's more dumb.
All right, that's another one for JT. All right, you get to pick a category, JT. Don't pick Snapple.
Right. I'm going to pick Snapple. I'm gonna go. Let's go back to toxic air.
Okay, we haven't had toxic air for a while.
That's right.
All right. The year when the U.S. government began using chemtrails to control the weather. The year when the U.S. government began using chemtrails to control the weather. Yeah.
1998.
Nope. Not 98.
What is
JT?
1964?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
I'll say, what is it?
Oh, that's a good guess.
That's a really good guess. I was going to say
64?
1996.
1996 is exactly right.
Oh, I was a little off.
That was the environmental, or wasn't that when the Clean Air Act came through?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, which, funny enough, the Clean Water Act, which was supposed to help with the emissions from gasoline, from gas pumps going into the air, they added a chemical called BTEX, or BTEX, which then was more conducive to sticking to groundwater. So, in an effort to clean up the air, they polluted the groundwater more.
Of course they did.
Way to go, EPA.
Yeah.
Didn't we also mess up national parks for a while because we
Yep.
tried to introduce a predator?
Yeah. We messed up a lot of stuff. They
In
should
the
have
name of conservation.
sprayed Snapple into the clouds.
That's right.
Yeah, they experimented with controlling the weather, with seeding clouds and all of that kind of stuff. And so there was the chemtrails. That's where it all started, when they were spraying toxic chemicals into the air. All right, Brian, you get to pick the next category.
All right. I'm going to go back because I really enjoy it. Subliminal ads.
Mm-hmm. You're doing well. Subliminal ads. Okay. Now it'll be interesting to see if you guys get this one, because I know that this is before most of your time. All right. The commercial for this memory board game upset viewers for containing single frames with the words "get it." The commercial for this memory board game upset viewers for containing single frames with the word "get it."
I want to say, what is Simon?
Nope.
Oh.
But those single frames cause people against their will to run out and buy this game. Sometimes multiple copies of it. They didn't even want it, but they couldn't help themselves.
What was the name of that match game?
What? JT?
What is Mastermind?
Nope.
What is Operation?
Get it?
Get it?
That funny bone.
Memory.
Get it?
Memory board game. It's not
Yeah.
whodunit. It's not whodunit. Check. It's a memory board game. Bop
Clue.
it.
What is Clue?
No. Clue's not a memory game. either.
What's the name of that match game? It was you would flip it over and then
Guess who? That's not memory.
It's a game that think back to the memory games that you've seen on television. Yeah.
What is
JT.
memory?
No.
Game.
what is
I
Battleship?
can't believe nobody in the comments has got it yet either. That's amazing. I figured I never know how you guys are going to do on this. The ones I think are going to be hard, you get, and then the other ones, guess who? Guess who's a great game, but that's not right. Guess who's a good guess?
What was it? Memory.
This is old. This is old. You got to think back a ways. There's a chance that you children have never even heard of this, but you old timers will have heard of it. I remember the commercials.
What is Jimmy's Got a Nickel? Don't spend it all in one place, kid.
Where's back in my day?
Where's the old guys? Where's the old guys? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a Scandinavian board game. It came from Scandinavia. It's got a Scandinavian name.
Oh, man.
What
What
is it?
is Husker Du?
That's it, JT.
That's funny.
Isn't that what Steve says in Blue's Clues?
Maybe.
Skidoo, we can do.
Yeah, as soon as you said Scandinavian, it popped in my head.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I did. I think my grandma had a copy of it.
Yeah,
My brother and I used to play it.
It's fun for 6 or 7 rounds, and then you get tired of it.
Yeah, it's fun until you want to rip your fingernails
I've
out.
never
You
heard
know,
of that.
Steve says swiggity swooty.
What was it called?
Get out of here, Steve.
Siggity swooty, give me that clutie. What? Do you know what Husker Du stands for? Do you know what it means?
No.
'Cause they say
Get it?
say that in the commercial too.
Does it
Memory.
mean get it?
It means
Get
yeah,
it?
Do it means do you remember?
Oh, okay.
All right, JT, you can pick another category.
I'm going to pick the moon landing, please.
The moon landing hoax,
for the
JT.
lose.
Okay. The rocks in the moon photos are props from a movie studio, as evidenced by the fact that one of those rocks has this letter etched in it.
A K.
What is Scoochster Do?
It is
What is
not
that?
a K. It's not a K. You have a 1 in 25 chance now of guessing correctly.
You're welcome.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at-
oh no, this is real. Is it a
Look at-
W?
Look at all the letters rolling along. Everybody's just guessing
What
A, B,
is
C,
a
D.
W?
Not a W.
Oh.
Not a Q. Not a L. Lefty Lucy is correct. Lefty Lucy is correct. It's
For
a C.
Columbia Pictures? Is that what
It's a
they
C.
thought it stood for?
Yeah. Yeah, I
thought
don't know.
from Warner.
It stands for counterfeit.
Copyright.
Yeah, but one of the
Conspiracy.
pictures
Yeah.
they've like
Conspiracy
magnified it,
prop.
messed with the contrast, messed the contrast so it's all up, it's all jabberwocked, and it's like, by golly, there's a C right there, and that a half moon shape is not going to be carved naturally in a
Right.
rock. That's only going to happen.
I mean, people see a picture of Mary in toast, but they can't possibly have a letter C on the moon.
All right, audience, let's give an update here. We're almost out of time, you guys.
Oh no.
Let's
is
go
it
to
Final
the
Jeopardy?
board and look at the score. Okay, the score is the audience is in the lead with 5. Brian is breathing down their necks with 4, and JT is right behind with 3. So it's 5, 4, 3. JT came alive in those last couple of rounds.
How many do I have?
Tabby, you have 2.
I think Tabby deserves another point for that.
Give her one of mine.
Yeah.
For my enthusiasm.
Why, for her enthusiasm?
Yes.
I can't do that. That would destroy the integrity of this game.
Yep.
All right, so let's do. Let's see. We're almost out of time. Let's do. Who got that right? Nobody got that right. The audience got that right.
Audience.
So let's go. Let's go to Brian for one more category, and then Tabby for one more category.
We're gonna go different. We're gonna go 5G cell towers for
5G cell towers. Okay. Oh, I think you guys might get this one. A 5G network uses a wider one of these than 3G and 4G networks in order to penetrate human tissue and directly manipulate DNA and souls. 5G network uses a wider one of these. Yes, Brian.
What is a frequency?
Oh, it was JT. Yes! 5G has a wider frequency. Mm-hmm. In order to penetrate and manipulate your soul. So that's gonna bring JT up to
what frequency is that operating at in order to penetrate my soul?
5G.
Yeah.
5G is soul frequency. The audience was all over that too. They got bandwidth and frequency band and okay. Tabby, you pick our last category.
Oh no.
There's toxic air, there's 5G, there's moon landing hoax, and subliminal ads.
Which one has the most, Dad? Which one have we not done?
We've got 3 in toxic air, and we've got 3 in cell phone towers.
All right, let's do toxic air.
Toxic air.
For 1,000.
For 1,000. I might give you 1,000 for this one because this is going to be. I don't think you're going to get it.
Challenge accepted.
Famous radio personality who rang the alarm of the dangers of chemtrails. Famous radio personality.
Casey Kasem.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are chemtrails. They're controlling the weather.
So
Let's take a look at our top problems right now.
Our top 40 chemicals.
Coming in at number 2, there's a moon landing rock with the letter C on it. But number 1, chemtrails are going to control the weather, and we're all going to die.
The number 1 weather, tornadoes.
It's like...
I'll say, who is Rush Limbaugh?
No. The audience has already got it.
Oh, yeah?
The audience has got it.
They stole my points.
It's not Casey Kasem. I wish it was.
Let's take a look at our current conspiracy theories.
Audience has already got it. I think a fair
Top
maiden.
40.
No, it's not a fair maiden. Why can't I scroll? There we go. It's
Art Bell.
Right. I thought that would be hard. That's why I said rang the alarm, because I tried to give you a little clue there. That's a great guess. Yeah.
We've got a long distance conspiracy theory. Art Bell writes in, Dear Casey.
Keep going.
I love Casey. I never get to do his impression ever, and I'm so happy. My brother was an astrophysicist. My mother worked as a waitress. She would often come home late at night. There was just one simple problem. My brother would wet the bed. That has nothing to do with my mother, but that's okay. We used to share a bed. Casey, could you please play Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go?
That doesn't have anything to do with chemtrails either.
No, he'd leave a chemtrail in the morning when he'd go to the
Chemtrail.
All right, grand total. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Start at the bottom. In 3rd place, right?
I wonder who.
No, you're going to do it like Casey Kasem. Do it like Casey Kasem, John. You can do it.
Yeah, I can't do it like Casey Kasem. It's Tabitha. She played really well. And then in 2nd place is JT with 4 and Brian with 4. So we've got a 2nd place tie. And the audience dominated tonight. They've got 5 answers correct.
We're not worthy, audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did really well. Now, I'm trusting that you audience members played it square and you didn't actually look it up online and then answer, because that would be
really smart.
Yeah,
I mean, bad.
bad, totally bad.
That would be.
I have a
very
theory.
clever.
That's my theory. That's my conspiracy theory is that the audience cheated.
That the audience cheated. Well, regardless of how they did it, you win nothing, Julia, but the satisfaction of knowing that you have that you've dominated, that you cheated. Okay, that's our that's all we can do. I would like to do. I still got more questions. I poured my heart into this game, but we'll play again. We'll play again. There's still lots of conspiracies that we haven't covered.
Oh yeah.
And we need to. So we'll do this again. But it's time for our snappy wrap up. And I don't know how it's going to work, so I got to call up the thing here.
You need to get the random generator ready to go.
I got to get the random generator. In the meantime, you can tell everybody their stuff about JT and.
You can become a Comedy Click member at johnbranyan.com. Check it out. Also, Juan DeVivo, who's not here, but playing with Casting Crowns, check him out at castingcrowns.com. Moving down a notch is John Thomas Oates. Check out him, get his music, and check it out and buy it. And if you want to support, you can go to patreon.com/comedybrian.
Not Patreon.
Patreon. And now with the worst pronunciation, it's Patreon.
Patreon. Almost ready. Here we go. And there. All right, you can see it. So I'm gonna hit this button. You like that one?
Well, I know who's doing this.
Why don't we just do that one? Do we like
That's
it?
a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Perfect.
Okay, who's doing it?
I don't think
who do you
Manly
think?
Botch can have allergies because that's a different part of my voice.
We should have Tabby do it.
Hey, Tabby can do Manly Bosch and Dad can do allergies at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Ready, go.
Okay, you can start. I got to sneeze.
Okay, of course I'll start.
Rod
There's
Aber.
Amber Bradley. Yes, and
Brenda
Brenda Erickson.
And Sherry Hampton and Kathy
Audrey Keys.
Jones and Jeff Lade
Teresa McKinney.
and my eyeballs itch and Jasmine Rugrock and Dan
You don't
Smith
sound very manly.
and
Sorry.
and
This is
John
better.
Unger and
Not much
Daniel
better.
Zarn and